Okay, well, Rudy and I, we probably dated for 8 years, off and on, more off than on. We really didn't date a lot of other people during high school, but then after I went to Temple, just college, we both dated other people. He would come to Philly from time to time to see me. It was the beginning of my senior year. He came down with his uncle and aunt, and he asked me if I would be willing to get engaged. And I really wasn't ready for that yet. I wanted to be an airline stewardess. I had this career path I wanted to do, travel and all. So I said I wasn't ready yet. And so he was heartbroken, and he thought...
I said, well, I'll close the door and chapter of this one. Just put it behind me.
So anyway, he started dating other people, namely one other girl, and he was getting pretty serious about her, and my girlfriend came home, and she comes back and says, Petty, if you want Rudy, you better get home, because he's going to marry that girl. So I got the next time I was off, I got the next train home, and I called him up and told him that I had his stuff. I didn't, but I lied. And so he comes to get his stuff, and I go out to the car, and I got in the car, and I said, Rudy, kiss me. And when he kissed me, I knew he still liked me. So I said, you know, you don't want a relationship with somebody else. So he said we would get back together again. So he came home at Christmas time. He got drafted, and he came home at Christmas time. He came to Philly to see me, and I'd already picked out my diamond. So when I saw him, I said, Rudy, I decided I'll take you up on that offer. And this is the ring I want, and if you don't get it from me now, then it's never, because I'm not going to pay second fiddle to any woman.
You got your diamond, that was my last diamond.
So he bought me to Diamond, and we got engaged that Christmas. And when we got engaged, after he gave me the ring, we were driving down Roosevelt Boulevard, and Elvis Presley came on the radio singing, I Can't Help Falling in Love with You. And that was our song.
That's our song.
Evermore. That's our song. And anyway, he got shipped to Germany, and I didn't see him after that for about 13 months. We were going to get married. He was coming home. He was put on alert. He sent me a telegram and said that, you know, so he said he couldn't come home. So I canceled the wedding. I got my passport, and he said, don't come, because it'll be a big battle to get married. And I said, I'm coming. So I flew to Germany, and then I had no idea where I was going, what I could have ended up in Russia, because I didn't understand the language, but I got there. He picked me up at the airport, dropped me off at a friend of his girlfriend's house, and said, here's her German-American dictionary. She doesn't speak English, so she and I learned to communicate one word at a time, and it's 53 years later, and we're still very best friends. She's now living in the States, and we see him every year.
And her name?
Her name is Erica. She was Erica Herbst, and now married to Henry Sturken.